Welcome to Head Full of Radio, where a longtime Radiohead fan goes through the whole recorded discography alongside his friend, who's only familiar with the song Creep. Will we agree on the songs? Can I convert him into a fan? Let's find out. Welcome to episode 82, which that number has no meaning to me. I was thinking
82
it was 82, but
I feel like it's solid. Well, I suppose it's approaching 84, which is like reminds me of that like Titanic meme. So it makes me think of like an old woman when I think of 82.
okay.
So that's where I'm coming from with it all. Hi everyone.
Hi, how are you, Nico?
I'm doing good. I'm excited for another episode of some more OK Computer.
Wonderful.
So far, this has been very strong as an album, and I'm looking forward to keeping that momentum going.
Well, I hope this song doesn't let you down.
Oh, so true.
The earliest known live performance of Let Down was from November 1995. So this is a little bit older. The song was influenced by Phil Spector, who you don't know, probably.
Correct.
He was a producer and songwriter in the 60s. He had something called The Wall of Sound.
Interesting.
He also murdered his wife, and that's a whole other thing for another episode. The lyrics are about a fear of being trapped and about that feeling you get when you're in transit, but you're not in control of it. You go just past thousands of places and thousands of people, and you're completely removed from it.
Is this to do with Phil Spector killing his wife?
That's just Tom talking about his lyrics.
Okay, because in my mind I was like, oh my god, is that why he killed his wife? Because he felt trapped in his marriage? Like, Jesus, this is going to be dark.
No. Tom said, sentimentality is being emotional for the sake of it. We're bombarded with sentiment, people emoting. That's the letdown. Feeling every emotion is fake. Or rather, every emotion is on the same plane, whether it's a car advert or a pop song. Tom felt that the skepticism of emotion was characteristic of Generation X and that it had informed the band's approach to the album.
It's so weird hearing Generation X spoken about in that like way.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what else the band says about the song here. Oh my. Tom says, I am fascinated by how insects are squashed, especially wasps. The cracking sound and the yellow gack, just like people.
Oh my gosh, this is dark.
Johnny says, it's like when Andy Warhol said he enjoyed being bored. It's about that feeling that you get when you're in transit, but you're not in control of it.
Okay.
What else do we have
These are all
here?
very different vibes. So far.
Tom says, I was pissed in a club and I suddenly had the funniest thought I'd had for ages. What if all the people who were drinking were hanging from the bottles? If the bottles were hung from the ceiling with string and the floor caved in, and the only thing that kept everyone up was the bottles. It's about an enormous fear of being trapped.
I'm so intrigued what this song is going to be like, because so far I am getting a multitude of different vibes, and I can't say that any one is quite like the other. Also, for our international listeners out there, just to clarify, pissed being drunk as opposed to like pissed off.
Yes.
Is that a thing that's known?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Don't worry. Well, as a Canadian and someone who's still part of the British monarchy, I guess, right? Maybe sort of. Yes. Yeah.
Because I can imagine some people being like, he was like, oh, he's angry in the club. Like,
all right, let's jump into Let Down. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm so intrigued.
Go!
Oh. I'm already feeling that transit vibe.
Mm-hmm. Waiting for a train.
I'm feeling like I'm on the train and it's going to be like a long journey. And I'm just looking out the window. And everything just going past. Kind of got some whimsicalness to it.
I like his double-tracked vocals, you know, one in each ear.
Yeah. Gives you that almost like, not travel sickness vibe, but you know, when like you just feel a bit disorientated. Yeah. It's got like a little hint of that.
There's the clinging onto bottles. Oh, there's the crushed like a bug.
It's such an interesting song.
Yeah.
And I think having all those quotes really elevates it, because you can see the little things coming together, because they just all seem so distinct before. And now you're like saying, oh, this is how all those things can be true at once. There's that.
And there's the sentimental imagery too.
It's actually got like quite an emotional vibe to it.
It does, yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with the way he's singing.
Yeah. I could imagine myself listening to this and just wanting to cry.
Just a nice little soft break. To let you think about all the bugs that are crushed.
Right. Like, I'm really liking this song so far. Like, it does feel very, like, sort of sentimental and, like... Maybe I'm projecting too much, but, like, it just feels like that sort of, like... I feel like maybe all the things you've said as well is, like, kind of influencing how I'm reading it, but it's very much like, you know, life's passing you by and everything's happening and... You feel like, you know, like a passenger in your own life sometimes, and it's like all this stuff's just happening and you just kind of like depersonalizing and derealizing from everything, and it's all like,
almost like that anxiety that you get too with it, you know?
Yeah, like it's this jarring mix.
Yeah. I almost can feel the anxiety that's in this song, in this part. If that makes sense. You're just sitting on a train, you know you need to be somewhere else, and you're sitting somewhere going, oh god, I have to get here and I don't really want to go there.
Right, exactly. It's like you're on the journey, but you're just kind of not fully present, but also kind of like, I don't want to be present. Do I?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just that like overall theme of like lack of stability.
Yeah. I like the singing in this part.
Yeah. Just all over the place, but like in a really effective way. But it's weird because it's got this like cheeriness to it as well.
It does, yeah. It's hard to separate the anxiety from the happiness.
But it works so well. Like, I really am a fan of this song.
There you go.
There you go. That was really cool.
How does that one make you feel?
Like, it's like I was listening to a podcast recently about like how different languages have like different like expressions for things, and like some things like German or like other like cultures might have really think like words for something that for us would be so specific. And I feel like that's kind of like what this gives me. Like it gives me something really, a specific vibe that's like a very specific emotion. That's like kind of being not fully there, but like you're smiling, but also you're kind of teary-eyed. I don't know this. It's like captured something very special and unique. That I don't have the maybe language to like encapsulate, but like the song is just kind of like it's taken me to there. And yeah, I just really found it like just cool and had that weird cheeriness, but like you said, so there's that anxiety of just
cheery dread.
Yeah. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't know that I'm gonna be able to necessarily know, and it's all just happening, and here we go, and like life's continuing to move whether I like it or not. Like I'm kind of lacking the language to like fully describe it, but it sold me something that I don't know how to describe. But I was really a fan of that song.
Wonderful.
So I'm gonna come back up in my ratings, I think, and I'm gonna go back to the Johnny of it all. I really like that song.
Fantastic. I'm gonna stick with you in the Johnny.
I love that.
I actually had a moment where I got anxious. I was like, "What am I should be doing something right now that's other than the podcast. What should I be doing? What's especially because when this was recorded, it was our first snowfall of the winter, and whenever it's probably very different for you, but whenever the first snowfall comes, it gives me that anxiety of like it's going to be a very long cold winter.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I understand.
Everything from here on out is, and when this airs, actually, it's airing in the summer. So our cars are all, there's snow all over our cars. It's probably about -2 Celsius outside, and it's like, oh gosh, there's going to be 4 more
winter
months
is here.
Winter. Yeah, so it's that anxiety of changing seasons,
Yeah. So I get that. No, I fully understand that. Yeah. And hey, for maybe some Southern Hemisphere, can't talk. Southern Hemisphere. Why does that feel like a tongue twister? Folk, maybe it will be snowing. I don't know that that's actually true, but let's pretend. Let's suspend any disbelief. Is it suspend belief or suspend disbelief? I don't know. One of them. The correct one. Pretend that I'm saying sensible things.
Okay, it's suspend disbelief. Because you don't believe in something and you're suspending that to believe in whatever it is.
But then am I not suspending? Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with you. Thank you. You brought it back.
Okay. So our cover today is by Pinegrove, which I think is a band I've sent you before, actually, maybe. I saw them live in 2022 in Minneapolis. Yeah.
Very cool. Then maybe I will be somewhat familiar with the vibe.
So this is Pinegrove doing Let Down.
Oh yeah, see, this has got the more of the like cheery vibe so far.
Well, not with his vocals, I'm not sure.
But I think that works as well. It's like the music's cheerier, but he's less, so it kind of still averages out.
It kind of does, you're right. He's got that sort of sad-ish voice.
It's like that drag to it, where it's like a bit of like a...
Yeah, it still gives you that like happy anxiety.
It's like, am I selling this smile that I'm giving you? Do you believe it? It's like, why do you look so uncomfortable when you're smiling like that? It's like, no, really, I'm happy.
I gotta go to the bank later and check out how much money I don't have. I gotta make,
Do you know what it is? It gives me that feeling of when people ask you, like, oh, how are you? And it's like, I hate this question.
Yeah. Do you want the long answer or the short answer? Is what I've started telling people.
How do I answer it? Like, do I pretend and do the whole, I'll spare you the details, or like...
I'm fine.
How much time do you have? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you like this cover?
I do. Yeah. Like, I think I prefer the original.
Yeah,
the original is very special, but like, this still captures a lot of the essence of the song.
Yeah, I think that's important too, that it captures the essence of the original. Yeah. And there you go. There's Pinegrove doing Let Down.
Very cool.
So next week we maybe have a little less anxiety, I guess.
Ooh, well, I guess I'll have to wait and find out because
the karma police are coming.
Okay. Well, if it's anything like Karma Chameleon, that's the only song that comes to mind.
It sure isn't.
Well, you said less anxiety. Karma Chameleon's all like a vibe. So I guess I'll wait and find out how that comparison holds.
Yeah, I hope so. See you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Karma Chameleon. Oh,
you come
funny.
and go. You come and go.
Oh wow, that's good. That's staying in on the episode there too.
This podcast is recorded on Discord and is edited in GarageBand. The intro and outro music are Radiohead covers and can be found on Spotify under the band Lift. That's Lifte, with F as in Foxtrot. Also, find us on TikTok and Vimeo under the name @HeadFullOfRadio.